Incense Mat carries the mission of exchange and development of incense culture and is the presentation form of incense culture. How to design and arrange incense mats in order to achieve the coordination and balance between practicality and taste. Let's experience the wisdom of the ancients and the charm of traditional Chinese aesthetics through the design points of traditional incense mats. Different incense mat designs achieve different functions. The first is to train the incense-fighting fragrance of nose view. The incense room should not be too large, generally within 30 square meters. There shall be no peculiar smell in the incense room, and there is no convective wind in the space. The furnishings in the incense room are simple and elegant, and the incense table should not exceed to 3 colors. The incense table is whole. The person who takes charge of incense is at one end, and the people who tastes the incense is on both sides. It can also be a tang incense table without a table. Most of the modern bucket incense mats use electric incense ovens instead of the traditional fire isolation incense method. Put the silver leaves with incense materials on the stove and wait for a moment. When the burner temperature rises, the incense maker can serve incense. Pass the incense burner between incense friends and put it in front of the next incense taster's table. Don't pass it from hand to hand to avoid the scattering of incense materials. The incense lovers who try the incense with eyes closed and breathe the fragrance for 3 to 5 times. When they smell the incense, they can put down the burner. The aroma characteristics of each burner were recorded in turn with incense paper. After 1 or 2 rounds of blind tasting, all pairs of incense lovers will be the nose crown of this activity, and they can get a commemorative prize. Number 2. Incense tasting mat for tasting incense materials. The incense room should be compact, generally 9 to 15 square meters. There shall be no peculiar smell in the incense room, and there is no convective wind in the space. The furnishings in the incense room are simple and elegant, and the incense table should not exceed to 3 colors. The incense table is set as the whole incense table, with the host at one end and the incense tasters on both sides. A necessary professional incense pad is used to record the aroma evaluation and different periods of each incense. Blind identification. The neutral incense supplier subcontracts each incense in advance, only writes the serial number, and the incense taster evaluates the incense in turn to determine the height. Number 3. The key point of the design of incense mats is mainly empty. The incense room should be compact, generally 9 to 15 square meters. There shall be no peculiar smell in the incense room, and there is no convective wind in the space. The fewer furnishings in the incense room, the better. The incense table should not be placed too large in the middle. It can be moved indoors after it disposes of incense. The environment must be absolutely quiet. The light should be stable and should not be too bright. Keep warm with constant temperature. Sitting incense should not exceed to 4 people and should not speak during the whole process. You should sit on the upper plate of the futon. The sitting incense time shall not be less than 1 hour. Finally, the design of incense mat. Flower arrangement from gardening to house furnishings. The key point is the tea mat. The layout of the painting hanging place of the incense mat does not need to be expensive, but it must be elegant. It should not only reflect the owner's internal aesthetic cultivation, but also conform to the style of elegant collection. Prepare tea according to different seasons or the owner's collection. Prepare all kinds of good tea. Prepare incense. Prepare good incense materials or self-made incense to treat good guests. Collection. Clean up and mount the calligraphy, painting, artworks and antiques collected in recent years. Posting. In ancient times, the transportation was inconvenient, so the invitations had to be sent to the booksellers one by one. In modern elegant collections, Incense friends prefer to use electronic invitations. Burning incense, ordering tea, arranging flowers, and hanging paintings are compared to the four kinds of idle affairs of scholars in the Song dynasty. The exchange of incense gifts between scholars is the embodiment of their own artistic cultivation. The elegant gathering incense mat focuses on cultural exchange. The space design of the incense room can be slightly larger, which is convenient for setting a split incense table. The incense table is shared with the book table. Each case must have 4 treasures of study. When performing incense, you can match the commissioner to take charge of incense. The person who takes charge of incense is in the middle of the case, and the person who tastes incense is in the side of the case on both sides. The incense burner is handed down from left to right according to the case. Chinese traditional incense mat is a cultural salon with incense as the medium. By studying the design of incense mat, we have a further understanding of the simplicity and beauty of ancient Chinese literati. The area, size, ventilation, daylighting, and decoration of incense mat space need to be designed according to different activities. What style of incense mats do the tasters prefer to decorate? Welcome to leave a message in the discussion area.